What's driving markets? Welcome to Market Take. Each week, we'll bring you our insights on the latest market and economic trends that are impacting investments. I'm your host, Wei Li, Global Chief Investment Strategist at BlackRock. As I look back on a very eventful 2023, three lessons jump out to me. The first is observing how market reaction to one piece of data, one comment from central banks is outsized in 2023. In an environment where macro uncertainty is very high, given the interplay between pandemic unwind and structural constraint, and also in an environment where central banks are not giving out as reliable forward guidance as they used to, but instead of haircutting them, market reaction to them has been really outsized. And that to us is recipe for this elevated rate volatility to continue, especially given the very sizable gap between what central banks say they will do and what market pricing currently points to. Point two is looking at the very strong and positive correlation between equities and bonds. Especially in the US, by some measure, it is the highest since the 90s. So what does that mean? It means that government bonds are not as reliable a diversifier for portfolios as they used to. And of course, as we look ahead, as focus shift somewhat from inflation to growth, then some of that very positive correlation could walk back a little bit. But the key point here is that they're not as reliable as they used to be, and that means when we think about constructing portfolios, we have to go a bit more granular than the broader building blocks. And then the third lesson looking back at 2023 is just how important mega forces, structural forces matter for the here and now. AI is a key overweight that we have had in 2023, and that drove a lot of the return in the developed market and in US equity market. But themes, like you look at other sectors, healthcare, so themes, and specifically in our view, mega forces will matter and continue to matter a lot for 2024, going beyond macro insights. For more details, read our weekly market commentary. Go to www.blackrock.com/weekly-commentary. Thank you for tuning in. If you have enjoyed this episode, subscribe to Market Take wherever you get your podcast.
This material is intended for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, a recommendation, or an offer or solicitation to purchase or sell any securities, funds, or strategies to any person in any jurisdiction in which an offer, solicitation, purchase, or sale would be unlawful under the securities laws of such jurisdiction. The opinions expressed are as of the date of publication and are subject to change without notice. Reliance upon information in this material is at the sole discretion of the listener. Investing involves risks. BlackRock does and may seek to do business with companies covered in this podcast. As a result, listeners should be aware that the firm may have a conflict of interest that could affect the objectivity of this podcast. For more information, visit blackrock.com